Welcome to Subramani. This is going to be a little hurtful to some people, so apologies in advance. Yesterday, 23rd of today we are on 24th of February. On 23rd of February, I tweeted on my Twitter handle is also PV Subramaniam stroke Subramani. So those who don't, those who are not following me can follow me, and those who want to at least read this tweet should go to Twitter and see this tweet. When I said, a woman I know stopped her employment at the age of 42. Her portfolio has now earned more than her career. She is actually she was working in a good MNC bank. But she must have worked for 18-19 years, and then she stopped working for whatever reasons. I'll come to the reasons, it's important. And I'm saying now her portfolio has earned much more than what she earned as a salary, and believe me, she had a very good salary. But the portfolio did well because she started investing at the age of 23, and her portfolio has done extremely well. How much is it worth now? Maybe about 10 crores, right? 9.5 crores kind of a thing. So I said this is the sheer power of equity, and remember, she started investing at 23 and now she is 56, 55, 56, so let's say 56, so 33 years of compounding. Now I made this comment, and this is a true case of a person who has earned and she has never had to withdraw. Luck or whatever you call it. She married into a rich family. Husband is earning very well. Husband and father-in-law and all are earning very well. So it's a joint family where they're living together. She never had to touch her portfolio. Her portfolio dividends would come. She would file a return, and that would get reinvested. That's what has happened, right? That's how the portfolio has grown. Now, this is a fact. I am not obviously naming the client, and it's worth about 9.5 crores. Now, look at the comments. I've got about 39 comments, some of which saying, oh, it's power of compounding, which is true. Somebody saying power of equity, that is true. Now, let me come to the comments which are, to me, amusing. And some are, I mean, okay, almost everything is amusing. So let me read out the amusing. So somebody says, it's all easy and rosy, right? It is for her because she had an insurance on the other side, because there was somebody else providing for everything. So this money could grow, right? She could sit through good times, bad times, never bothered, just kept pumping more money into it. All her dividends got reinvested. Whereas she invested, she should be about 70%, 75% in direct equity, and 25% would be in some kind of mutual funds, which could have some debt funds also. But I don't think she's got any much of debt funds. So she should be almost in 90-95% in equity. I'm saying 90-95% because she's got a PPF and she's got her own PF which was going on, which is withdrawn and reinvested and things like that. So that could be some 5% of debt and nothing more than that on a 10 crore portfolio. Then there is one comment which says 14 years of unemployment, investing for 33 years without profit booking. This is definitely not a common man's tale. Something serious information is missing here to evaluate and comment. This is the most amazing comment. I have said this is a 33-year portfolio. He has assumed that there is no profit taking, right? She could have sold Colgate, bought HUL. I didn't say that has not happened. I didn't say that 33 years back the portfolio in which she invested is exactly the same, right? People assume those things and say some information is missing. I did not ask for an evaluation, right? I've just put a comment. Did I ask for an evaluation? No. So then somebody says it's inspiring, and another amazing one. Why start investing at 23 if you don't encash for the next 33 years? You're 55 years now, and your body won't support the returns of your life's investment. She would have lived and enjoyed her hard-earned money apart from her investment. For me, the money spent on herself is the only thing valuable. This is amazing. You have no clue who she is. You don't know her name. You don't know her. You don't know anything. You just know the size. You don't even know the size of the portfolio because it's not there in the tweet. How do you make assumptions that she has not enjoyed her life, she has not earned other money, and she has not enjoyed with her husband's money or her father's money or her father-in-law's money? You have no clue. Then why such a comment? Quite amusing. And so somebody else who calls himself Investment Book says, so you believe that she doesn't enjoy anything. Most people know how to balance, etc. We often don't grasp, this is Rajesh Bhatt saying, we don't often grasp how compounding works and what is the impact during later years. Absolutely right, Rajesh. And this is a portfolio. I did not say she invested in Wipro and Wipro has become 10 crores. It is just a portfolio. So obviously she has sold a dog and bought a horse, sold a goat and bought a cow. She has done something like that, right? Will they have, again, another guy, obviously with a fake name, which says, will they say the same thing about investors in blue chips like Pentafor Software, HFCL, Videocon and ILFS? This is another amazingly stupid question which keeps coming regularly. You're saying this is what would have happened in Wipro. What happened if the guy had invested in Silverline? The question is, do you know portfolio management at all? Like people ask me, do you never make losses? I don't make big losses because the minute I think it's a bad investment, I cut losses, I run, right? I would not have invested in a company like say Silverline and stayed there for next 30 years. I would have bought it at 30 bucks, see it fall down to 20 bucks and I would have panicked, or I would have sold it off at 25. I may have bought it even at 1,300 and sold it off at 1,200. So I can't make a permanent loss because I have, I mean, in my portfolio I have something like a stop loss at a point. Some could be a deep stop loss, some could be a shallow stop loss. But it cannot happen that I invest 100 rupees in a company. Let's say I bought Suzlon at 105 and waited for it to become 3 rupees. I wouldn't wait that long, right? I would have bought it at 105, sold it off at 95 or 98 or something, or my broker would have said, why do you want to buy Suzlon? I would have sold off at maybe 95. So have I lost money? Of course I've lost money, but I wouldn't be waiting for 30 years with Suzlon and saying, oh, I hope one day it will go back to 105 and I'll sell. That is just poor fund management, right? So 23 to, again, another question, 23 to 42 is not 33 years. Please have a look. What did I say? 23, she started investing, retired at 42, now she's 56. Boss, if you have not done maths in high school, that's your problem. I'm sorry I'm being so vicious, but yeah, I don't want comments which are, I'm absolutely dumb. End point matters. Narration would have been different on March 23rd, 2020. Another absolutely wrong and stupid comment, simply because you don't sell. Any person who's been investing for 33 years does not wait for 23rd March 2020, sees the portfolio crash and then sells off on that day, right? That does not happen. Obviously, she has seen her portfolio fluctuate. She has seen the death of a prime minister. She has seen market fall. She has seen market rise, but she's been able to stoically hold on to it because she never needed the money. So understand that. So, and again, and now a drawdown for expenses will also start. An entire equity portfolio, if down will get, it will get worse. I mean, why do you assume that she's going to even touch it? Maybe her kids will inherit it. Maybe she's living on her husband's income. In this case, I know she's living on her husband's income. She will never need to touch it for the next maybe 20 years or 30 years or 100 years. I don't know. The portfolio is being built. People have to understand, especially middle class people have to understand that a family heirloom can be created out of equity. And I know enough investors. In fact, most of my friends would be in that stage. They're not going to touch their portfolio during their lifetime simply because they're older. And if they're sitting on something like 150, 160 crore portfolio, they will not need it for the next 200, 300 years. That family can run on that, right? So people create wealth. People don't invest in equity just to buy a car or buy a house. That is, yes, some people do, but most people I know who invest with me or used to invest with me, I've been a broker, I've explained this to you in the past. They are not people who are saying, oh my God, my next month EMI I have to pay by selling equity. These are people who will look at equity in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 300 years, right? So a lot of people have got this mistake of 19 years. So please go get your math done. What are her holdings? It's not going to help you, and not that I'm in the mood to say that. So okay, here is another guy, Girish Ananthakrishnan, typical answer. So basically she fucked up all the small joys of life by spending little here and just by investing. Wow. amazing. You've no idea how middle income investors and higher income investors invest in India. We just don't have enough data. We don't know how a Bihari invests, how a Gujarati invests, how a Tamilian invests, how a Kashmiri invests, how a Bihari staying in Gujarat invests, how a Gujarati staying in Bihar invests.